Hello everyone, today we'll create ASP.NET Core 7.0 MVC CRUD operation. So previously we have created ASP.NET 6.0 CRUD operation. Now using .NET Core 7.0 we'll create CRUD operation. So we'll use code first approach, ASP.NET Core MVC and also Entity Framework Core. So let's begin. I will use Visual Studio. I already opened. I'll create the project first, then connect, install the required dependency, required packages from NuGet, and we'll connect the database, mssql server. Then later we'll add migration and create complete CRUD operation. So let's start. Before we start, let me show you the .NET Core 7.0 latest version from online. So you can download .NET 7.0 from here. Linux, macOS, and Windows are different, like 64 and 86. I already installed. Let me show from my PowerShell .NET version. So I have already installed 7.0 in my current local PC. So now I'll create a sample CRUD operation project using Visual Studio 2022. Like MVC. ASP.NET Core MVC Model View Controller Framework. Next. CRUD CRUD D7. So I just put or D7 CRUD code and location, solution name. Next. So from drop-down framework, I'm selecting .NET 7.0 and not selecting the Docker support, just for demo project for testing. Create. So default template project has been created. So if we just build and run the project, then we can see the default output, like nothing, just a static page. So this is the static page. We can run this project using the terminal as well. .NET build. For build, this is the build command, and run command is pretty simple. .NET run. Sorry, this local host already been using. I need to close this first. Build, rebuild. In .NET run. So billing is just listening with port 5235. Localhost 5235. So project is running successfully. You can run using this terminal as well. I just show the demo how it run from terminal, .NET build and .NET run. So now I will install the required packages from NuGet. You can install package using like tool, NuGet package manager console PMC, or using terminal. So I will install using terminal. So we'll install packages like Entity Framework Core and Entity Framework Core.sql, Entity Framework Tools. So let me go to the website, Entity Framework Core NuGet 7.3. So as default, it's showing the CLI .NET CLI .NET add package. I'm just copying. Go to my project, CLS, Control V, Entity Framework Code. Then we'll install Entity Framework SQL Server. NuGet 7.3 .NET NuGet. Entity Framework Core install success. So Entity Framework Core.sql Server. After that, we will install an Entity Framework Core tools. Installing. So while installing, let me pick another one from NuGet library. .NET package Entity Framework Core 7.0.3. Still installing. So finally, Entity Framework Core is .SQL Server installation success. So we will install another, just last one, Entity Framework Core.tool. Entity Framework Core.tool. Let me just copy and paste. So summaries, we have installed 3 NuGet packages: Entity Framework Core, Entity Framework Core.sql Server, Entity Framework Core.tool. And now we'll create it while installing this package. We'll create a model, just category model. So installation success as well. Add new class category. Like integers 64 ID get set public string name get set So public string description. So name field will be required, so I'm just adding data annotations required field. So name field will be required, so data annotations has been added successfully. So our model has been created successfully. Now our next job is add database connection string in the app.json file. So I'll add two different, one is without username password no grid, and another one is with SQL Server connection. So first one is no grid, like trusted connection, true, and second one is SQL Server connection. So let me open my SQL Server. I'm using the Microsoft Azure Data Studio, which is lighter version. So let me open and show the host name. By using this SQL command, you can check your server name. It's a desktop. I'm just copying it and going to my code, desktop, replacing it, desktop. Yes, success. So we have two database connection, without and with username password. So you can use any one based on your SQL Server configuration. So model creation done. Now I will create application DB context. Just creating new folder. Add new folders. Let's say data. Add new class. Application DB context. So this is our application DB context. Application DB context dot DB context. Entity framework core we are extending, and I'm just copying code. So here is our one model class like category. So once we done the migration, it will automatically create a table in the database. So let me put the database name like D7 CRUD. So we need to add DB context in the startup. Previously in the .NET 5 or 3 there is a startup, just in the .NET 6 or 7 only program.cs. So we have to add the connection and DB context here. So controller builders dot services dot add scope. Application DB context. So DB context we have added into the builders dot services. So now we have to make sure the database connection mssql DB context. So we have to get the connection string and put the connection string into the SQL. So we just get the connection string con mssql and build a service. We just put the connection string here. So DB connection is done and default controller index.id. So if we build success, I will create migration using terminal. You can add migration using package manager console as well. So I'm just putting the initial init create migration. So .NET Entity Framework migration add init create, enter. If I check my database, so there is no CRUD operation 7 database here. So once we update the database, so migration created successfully. Here is the migration auto generated code. And if we run the .NET update command, .NET Entity Framework database update, connection string property has not been initialized. There is a connection error con mssql. Desktop database ID password is everything okay. I'm just running the update command again. Build started, build success. Sorry, we need to add the connection string properly. We missed something here, so I'm just updating my connection string. So connection string will be this format, connection string. I'm copying my server connection string. So we missed this connection string with JSON format. So build and update, database update. Hopefully this time we will not get any unexpected errors, and DB will be created in the database successfully. Connection was successfully established with the server, but the error occurred during the login process. ID password. Desktop. Server name is okay. Date 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let me use without username and password. Build database update. The certificate chain is issue authority that is not trusted, so we have to add the certificate. So using the command, I'm just adding the certificate now. .NET dev certificate http. So successfully trusted. So if we run the update command again, the certificate chain was issued by the authority that is not trusted. If we switch the account connection string from no create to using username and password, then what happened? Build .NET run. So project running successfully, but we need to update database. Certificate giving an error. So we are having errors like a connection was successfully established with SQL Server, but the certificate chain was issue an authority that is not trusted. So in .NET 7 we have to update the connection string like multiple active results set true. I'll remove it and I will add trusted certificate true. So using username and password for SQL Server connection. So let me share the issue details. So there is the main error, connection was successfully established. Provided is self-provided error, the certificate chain was issued by authority that is not trusted. So this is the error. So to fix this error, we have to add trusted certificate true. So I just added, I updated my connection. Yes. Build. We have already added the migration, just we are facing the issue during updating the database. So we fix the connection string. So hopefully we'll successfully update the database right by using .NET Entity Framework database update command now. So let's see. Build started, build has been succeeded, yes. So one table has been created, we can see the output, and if we check the database by refreshing, yes, the D7 CRUD operation table has been created category. If we select star from category RY, CTZORY. Sorry, I have to check the database. So currently this database is empty. So what we have done, we have created a project using ASP.NET Core 7, add required packages. So you can, by clicking the project, you can see the install packages, Entity Framework Core, SQL Server tool. And we have added the database connection string. So .NET 7, to remember, you have to add trusted certified trust server certificate equals to true. And in the program.cs, you have to add service at scope application DB context and the connection string pass into the DB context. So this is the summary for our current project progress. So now I will create the controller view for pulling data using controller and displaying data using view. So we have to create controller and view. For faster, I will copy some from my existing project. Let me create the controller first. Categories controller, add new controller. I'm just creating MVC empty controller. Categories controller, add. So this is the empty controller. I will copy my existing code. D7 code operation. So this is the full code operation: create, update, delete, and we have created a demo data. Once we run this project, some 10 demo data will be created. So here is the call. The system will check create test data. So in the index, system will check if count 0, then this method will execute and create the demo data. And this is for index, and this is the create, and this is edit function, and this is the delete. We using the context. So if we go to the definition, we have initialized the application DB context. We have passed application DB context in the constructor. So class name and method name same equal, call the constructor. So our controller is ready. Now if we build the project, so there will be no error. We have to just add the view now. Category. So we already created view. I will just copy and paste here. Category view index. If we go to the index, in the index I have added a JavaScript code to delete categories and use a sweet alert. So we have to add sweet alert library. So let me add the sweet alert JS in the www root library folder. Sweet alert 2 basically. So www root leave and just paste sweet alert 2 has been added. Here is the reference for sweet alert. Build. This is error for copying code. I think this is for namespace error D7. It will be CRUD operation using .NET 7, not application 1. Details, also we have prompted the details. Delete, also we have the delete. Create, also we have the create. So this is the Razor code and ASP.NET for reference, and here is your model. If we build project again, hopefully this time there will be no, still 2 error exist in the index. Indexed. file not saved successfully. Without save, build is not success. So previously I missed file did not save successfully. So once I save successfully, like write namespace reference, so project right now we don't have any errors. So we have created controller, adding a required JavaScript library for suite alert. Also we have added the view. Now we have to add this category menu in the menu tab so that we can check our progress in the browser. So you have to go to the shared and layout, and here is the two link already by default home. We'll add our controller categories controller and referring index. So categories, I just referring the index action name. It will go to the index and categories. Build. Run. So let me check again our database. So our database is empty. Once we run this project, we have added some test data. Here is our test data, create test data. It will create 10 test data at least. Item category 1 to up to 10 using the list. We have used C# list and enumerable. So if we run this project now, so our default port is 5235, localhost 5235. Project run successfully and still data was created. Once we click the categories index, then default data will be created. Yes, successfully we can see 10 data has been created, and if we check our database also we can see 10 row has been created, but table looks not beautiful. Let me beautify this table by adding some CSS. So for beautifying this table we have to go to the CSS site.css. I will create a tables template CSS for beautification the table structure, and I have a default template green. So I have added the blue green class here. So copy. You have to go to the index. Blue green I already referred, but I did not add in the main CSS file. So add it. If we refresh, our table looks beautiful now. So ASP.NET Core 7 MVC project mssql database. We have created a code version using .NET Core 7.0. So here we can see our view. So summary, we have created new project using Visual Studio. Then we have installed required dependency from NuGet library using terminal. You can install required dependency using package manager console as well. Then we have add database connection. We have some difficulties and issues in the database connection. For .NET 7 you have to add trusted certificate equals to true. Then we have added the data application db context, and we added application db context in the program.cs file. Finally we have added the db migration and update the database and create controller. Then we have create the view. So view is displaying data and controller is communicating, like controller have two hands communicating with database, pulling data and pass to the view. And view once request a controller, we need to update database. So also getting data from the view and passed in the data, and database new row or update has been inserted if based on the request. So as we can see, here is the .NET 7 code view, and if we add new, we can test customer TVD. So test customer TVD has been created, and we can edit as well. Test data TVD something to update. So update successful. By for verifying, we can check it in our database. Test data TVD. So in the database has been updated as well. Also, we can see the details, and if we can delete. So this is the pop-up sweet alert confirmation, delete confirmation. If yes, then it will be deleted. Cancel, it will be cancelled. So yes, so item has been deleted successfully. So if we have almost done. So we have successfully created ASP.NET Core 7 CRUD operation. So if we summarize again, so this is the MVC project model view controller. I already explained the what type of task controller doing and view doing, and model is like database table. We have created one model. Also based on the needs, you have to create model view for data operation. So summary is, we have create project, install required nuggets packages, entity framework core. We have added database connection. Then we have updated the DB migration. Then successfully we have run the project and create full CRUD operation. Create, update, delete. Hopefully this project explanation everyone likes. So if you have any further feedback, please feel free to share. So I will share the latest code base into GitHub in the link, so that you can download and also verify the entire project. I will share the common command like .NET run, .NET run the project, build the project, and also the migration. So that you can be used by copying the commands. So thank you for watching. So hopefully see you in the next video. So before leaving, just sharing one more things. If you need advanced level full professional project for learning, like login ASP.NET Core identity login module, and further additional reporting, and the like full professional project, so you can go to my Codecanyon profile. Here is a some simple project. You can select like dashboard template, staff and employee management, school ERP, business ERP. This is the huge project. You can get all the feature relevant to ASP.NET Core, and you can be using this project. You can be a full stack ASP.NET, full stack software engineer, file upload, and advanced POS system, asset management system, which is very popular right now, hospital management system, complaint issue management system, user management system. So based on your needs, you can select any one. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.